Hi, welcome back to Rhubarb Yoga. Hope you're all well and hope you've had a good week and you're being safe. So today we're going to look at a couple of standing poses. Nothing too out of the ordinary, but a couple that we can all just about attempt and develop and maybe grow from. So the first one will be mountain pose, or Tadasana in Sanskrit. A mountain pose is something you may not even realise is actually a pose if you see people in a yoga class or you've been part of one and it's not actually been mentioned. So mountain pose is simple, so let's have a quick look. So we're going to do full stand, and with mountain pose, as with all yoga poses, we're going to work from the ground up, from the foundation. If our foundation is solid, we're solid. If our foundation is rocky or uneven, our balance cannot be working well. Okay, so let's look at it this way. So mountain pose, let's look at our feet. Parallel, hip width apart. And we all have our hips. And if you put your hands on your hip bones, and we all have them, and hang your arms directly down, that's our hip width. And once you've got that, you know exactly how you should stand if you're going to do anything that requires a hip width stance. So hip width apart. And now look at our feet. I want you to lift your toes up and then drop them down one at a time and spread them out so they feel open. You will probably feel the contact to the ground a little bit more secure when you do that, as the foot fascia, which is the tendons and muscles and fibres at the base of the feet, are all opening. So register the ground. And once we've found the ground and we feel stable, we're going to lift the knees, bring up the thighs, and we're going to tuck the tailbone, which simply means the pelvis will come and balance. Tuck the tailbone at the back, and as we do that, I want you to take a breath in and feel the ribs growing up just that little bit. And as we go up through the body, you'll find a tick list, and you'll start registering how these things should feel to you. We're all different, none of us are the same, so we're all going to feel these things differently. As we come up, we just roll the shoulders back and drop the arms. So our shoulder blades are in the right place, our collarbones are open, and our arms are hanging from their shoulders correctly. This is mountain pose. If we just open the arms a little bit so the palms are facing slightly forward, the shoulders will open. This is a shoulder rotation. From that, the front of the chest will open, the arms can hang, and I just want you to bring the back of the skull in line with the neck, and if you need to use your hand, do that, and check that it's all in its natural alignment. Okay? And once we've done that, you can, if you're feeling brave enough, close your eyes, but just to register how the body feels. Close the eyes, keep them open, or even focus on the point of the nose, which is called Drishti point, a point of focus. So taking a breath in, and just allowing the body to settle. Mountain pose, Tadasana, generally used at the beginning of sun salutations, Surya Namaskars, or they're also used to begin movement, flexibility, and opening of the body ready for your practice. But they're also a point of pause. And if you just need a moment's quiet, standing in mountain pose anywhere can be enough. You could be outside in your garden, eyes shut, listening to the birds, in your kitchen, feeling sun coming through the window onto you. Take this moment. It doesn't have to be in a yoga class or in your home practice. It can be in your moment that you need. And that is mountain pose. From this, it's another push pose. We push off from this to another pose, another movement, or a posture. And speaking of postures, we're going to move to our next one, which is a nice, simple side stretch. Great for opening up the body, going to get the digestion moving, even working on getting the kidneys flushing properly and detoxifying the body. So keeping the feet hip width apart, to work with this. If it feels more stable, to keep the feet together, toe knuckles touching, then do that. But you'll know as you start what works for you. So ground the feet, open the toes, so you feel like the hands are spreading on the mat. And we're going to do a simple side stretch. So I want you to drape the left arm down by the thigh and use the seam of whatever you're wearing as a guide. We're going to raise the right arm up. Taking a breath, we're going to stretch towards the ceiling, like we're trying to reach for the sky. And as we breathe out, we're going to follow the line of the arm down the thigh as we lean over. And this does not have to be a massive stretch. The two key things here are the right foot is grounded into the floor so that you feel that you are secure, and you feel a stretch along the ribs, the intercostal muscles between the ribs, your waist is opening, your hip may be stretching, and you might feel it down the thigh of that side. So try it. And push into the right foot, just to make sure you're grounded. And you can stay for as many breaths as you want. You might find the breath is slightly difficult to take in as you breathe deeper, so step back. It's not a competition. It does not have to be all the way over. And when you've done that side, just swap. Right hand on right thigh, sweep the left hand up and slide back down, grounding the left thigh, making sure, and while you're in this, take a check of your alignment, making sure you're not bending forward or curving over. Where you are is important to how you're moving. So taking that breath, and then when you're ready, come down. Importantly enough, don't take big gulping breaths. You may start feeling lightheaded when you come back up to stand. And nobody wants to fall over or feel put off by something because they think they have to be that way. Everyone's different. Work with what is your body. So we're going to look at one more, which is a slightly different version of a side stretch, but a little bit more fun. So keeping the feet hip width apart again, if that works for you. Grounding your feet and opening your toes. We're going to do something called palm tree. Another side stretch, but we hold the hands. And that way we may feel the elongation of the stretch is a little bit more. So take the arms up as we breathe in. And then as we're stretching the right side, we're going to hold the right wrist with the left hand. So almost feel like the left arm's pulling up, but I want you to again reach for the sky. Breathing in, and as we breathe out, use the left arm to pull the right arm over. Now you're going to feel the stretch into the armpit this time as well, and along the back of the arm. And around the armpit is where our glands are, which may regulate our hormones. So doing this will kickstart and regulate all our bodily systems that are vital to keeping us balanced as well. Taking that breath, checking your alignment, making sure you're not curving, and ground your right foot. And then coming back up to centre, rebalance yourself, arms back up to the ceiling, right hand, left wrist, pull that left arm up, feel like you're trying to grab the highest apple from the tree, and feel that deep opening all along the body, a great waist trimmer as well. Taking the arm up, breathing in and breathing out as we come over, feeling the opening all across the body. And both sides of us are different. As we're all individual, we have two sides of the body. Yes, they're left and right, but they're also masculine and feminine. And throughout yoga and practice, and maybe from me, you'll learn the differences. Hot, cold, masculine, feminine, sun, moon. And that balance is necessary to make sure your body is balanced too. Okay, I hope that today you found something that interested you, give it a try, and you feel a bit better. Whether you're good at it, brilliant at it, or okay at it. It's not a competition. Have fun with it, and that's all that matters. Have a great day.